Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place for all things Bethesda. I am the KingFanMan, and this is a special Let's Build. Today we are going to be building a camp, but not just any camp. We're going to be building a camp with water and with resources. And we're going to be looking for a very special resources, which is junk, something that you need all the time in Fallout 76. With junk, you get screws, you get springs, you get rubber, you get cloth, you get things that you need for really everything. Now, one thing that I like to do when I'm looking for a camp spot is get close to the river or get close to a water source, either a river or find a pond. And then you start looking for a resource drop. And I found this earlier, and here you have a junk pile right here on the great, somebody's dropping a nuke. We hope it's not on us. I found this earlier. So I found this spot earlier, and it's got a perfect little flat spot up here for a house. And then you'll have your resource there and your water in front of you. So we're just going to lay down our foundation right up here. And it'll be perfect if we don't get nuked. They don't nuke the forest hardly ever, so I'm going to risk it. Again, what a beautiful setting. I do have a house in the mire on Xbox, but I really like over in this area better, just for the looks of it. So what you want to do, you want to make sure when you open up your camp that as long as your green is anywhere in, you see that green, you want to make sure it's, as long as it's anywhere in that. I mean, you can do it right on top of it if you want to, or you can get way over here. As long as it's anywhere in that, it'll be fine. So I probably want to put it close to the water down here, because I like to have it down by the water. Here's some radiation I'm getting. I'm going to try it right here to start with. Now, let me see if I've got... There's my old house. It is blueprinted for me if I want it. But let me see. Then you go over here to resources. Oh. Nope, it's not quite there. So we're going to have to scoot it over a little bit. Get down here close to the water. Plop it down. And now see, in your resources, you've now got a resource tab. Isn't that neat? See, before it wasn't there, but now it is. Isn't that interesting? Over at that other spot, you didn't have it, but over here it is. So now you have a junk extractor. How cool is that? And it requires, let's see, 10. So now I can either do my old house, which is stored. My whole old house is stored, which I really don't like. Not that I don't like my old house, but I mean my whole old house is stored, because I'm not going to use my old house. But I'm going to have, but see, it's there in the budget on the top right. It's already almost all used. So to start over, I'm going to have to get rid of it and unlock that and actually delete all this, because this will not fit anywhere. This is just not the right kind of place for here. even though it's pretty and I like it, but I want something totally different here, and I kind of want to build out over the water anyway. So I'm going to, let's see, we're going to hit V to switch to modify and unlock it. We're going to unlock it, and then we're going to delete all of this stuff. Fun. Alright, and the fun begins. Now I'm going to start up here and actually ramp down to the water. So this is going to be a fun build. So what does it look like when it's finished? After just a little bit of tweaking, here is the end result. Now it's not quite so boxy. Now you have a working resource farm. Now remember, this resource farm has not only the junk pile, you also have an adhesive farm that is working because it has the moot fruit, potatoes, and the corn. that makes the moot fruit. You have the blood leaf and soot flower that makes the healing salve. And you have the water, the purified water, and the dirty water. So you have multiple resources right here at this one campsite. Something I was going to show y'all and remind you as well, I gave y'all this on a tips video, but if you have enough screws, not only on your resources, but you can do it on your, I think I showed you on your doors, but you can also do it on your resources as well. But if you're going to have a resource farm like this, you don't want other people stealing your stuff. So what you want to do is you want to hover over like your door, and on Xbox you want to hit your left trigger, and what will come up in the top left hand side of your screen is a bunch of keys, and the further you go down on the keys, it will be a strength of lock, and the further you go down, the stronger the lock. And you can do the same thing on your resource gatherers, whether it be your junk, lead, whatever you're gathering, but you can also do it on your water purifiers as well. Just hover it over, make sure it's lit up green, left click on that trigger, and there the keys come up again. Go all the way down to the bottom, and on the right hand side, notice it says level 3 lock. See, if you go up one, it's level 2 lock, level 1 lock. Well, obviously you want it strong, so we're going to lock that. Now somebody would have to be a level 3 lock pick to get it, and if they do that, they'll become wanted, so that locks that away. And then you'll want to do the same thing to your resource gatherer here. Right click on it. I'm sorry, left click on it. If I've been saying right click, don't do that. Use your left trigger. I'm dyslexic with my triggers. Use your left trigger and go down to the bottom key and hit it, and now it's locked. And again, I said you can do the same thing with your doors. Hover over your door on your left trigger, click it, there the keys come back up again, go down, level 3 lock. And I always do that to all of my doors, all of my water purifiers. And unless you want to leave a water purifier for people, now, I mean, that's perfectly fine if you want to. Some people make one purifier for people and then one purifier for yourself. That's fine as well. But having a resource farm like this, you probably want to keep it for yourself. So remember that tip. There shows level 3 lock. Got a banjo for somebody to play if they just wander up. And I'll take you on a quick tour. Downstairs is the living area. And of course you have a little music area. Where a full 5-piece band can play. And then up these stairs you have your crafting area with your chem station, your armor workbench, weapon, and tinker, and then stash box as well. And I wanted a lot of windows so you could see the river, because this is just a beautiful place. Which is why I like building in the forest. It's pretty. And what house isn't complete without a bearskin rug? And you walk up the ramp to the second floor. It can't be boxy with a ramp, come on. A lot of angles. A lot of half walls and angles. And the master bedroom. Look at that view. With your own little deck and power armor station. And by the way, it is built over toxic waste, so you can stand here and get your own mutation if you want to. It's got everything. And of course you can put as many water purifiers as you want if you're wanting to sell water. Whatever you want to specialize in. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed this build. I promised you a short little camp build, resource camp build. Maybe it wasn't a short camp build, but I hope it helped you a little bit. I hope you learned just a little bit, but most of all, I hope you had just a little bit of fun. I am the KingFanMan. I hope to see you out in the waste of West Virginia very soon. Be sure to look at my links down below. And hey, if you've watched this long and you're not a subscriber, hit that button, because I'd love to see you back for another video. See you next time, guys. And I'm getting killed at my own house.